Hey, hi everybody. Today I'll be talking about some of the yogas that can make a person rich. I've taken the example of the richest man in the world. His name is Mukesh Ambani, and this is quite an accurate birth chart. And you can see here. I'll just give you few examples from his horoscope. There are multiple Dhani yogas in his horoscope. You can see that there's a lot of Dhani yogas formed in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the seventh house, and everybody knows that Mukesh Ambani handles a lot of different business portfolios, and he is known to be a workaholic when it comes to working on his dream projects. And this is just a elementary note that I'm discussing about from his Rasi chart. I'm not getting into D9 or the D10 or the moon chart to get a lot more details. Just to tell you that in his D9 he has several exalted and planets in its own house. That makes his D9 much more strengthened. And D9 is about the fortune of the person in this lifetime, and the fortune that he brings from the past life. So definitely, I mean, Mukesh Ambani must have done a lot of good deeds in his past life, so that his D9 is much more fortified with various exalted planets that gives strength to a person's fortune in this life. Basically, the idea of past life karma influencing this life is seen from the horoscope, and it is quite accurate. Even in the Vedas it's written that some of our pending past life karma will definitely influence this life, and people a human birth takes place according to the karma of the past life. So the highest or the most strongest karma of the past life will definitely be reflected from the D9 and from the other Varga charts, and ultimately D1 is just a snippet preview of the entire karma of this life. So if you see this chart, it's entirely a business chart, a person who will be engaged in money making and fighting against the competitors. The seventh house is having so many planets, and mostly the Dhanakarak planets like Venus and Mercury, which is a planet of business. With that, Sun is there and Ketu is there. I'll not go into the nitty-gritty of how the yogas are formed here. I'll just tell you one thing here, that the Arudha Lagna of Mukesh Ambani is Libra, which is having Rahu in it, and in the classic test, we sorry in the classic text we know that the 11th and the second house from the Arudha Lagna will tell about a person's finances. So in his chart, the 11th of the Arudha Lagna is Leo, and the second is Scorpio. And interestingly, 7 planets are expecting 7 planets are influencing the 11th house of the Arudha, as well as the second house of the Arudha. That is something that has made him the richest man in the world. And there's only one planet, which is Moon, which influences his 12th house of the Arudha, which is, I mean, yes, to become a business tycoon, you need to expand your business through different, business models, which needs money to expand. That's your expenditure. But in his horoscope, expenditure is much more lesser than the kind of income and accumulated wealth. Accumulated wealth will be too much because of Jupiter's placement in the 11th house of Arudha, and Jupiter itself expands where it's placed. At the same time, there are Mercury, Sun, Ketu, Venus aspecting from from the seventh house, and really making a beautiful, Raj Yoga. At the same time, the second house from the Arudha is having Saturn, and having the same aspect of Mercury, Sun, and Venus, and Ketu. That is something, that has made the the person the world's richest man. Thank you, everybody.